today we have these build bats. Camera there. That we have to assemble because I do have quite an army of the undead. And I mean, what's an army of the undead without bats, right? We have this piece, whatever that is. Camera, what a guy. Okay, so it's kind of supposed to go like sploop. Like how I thought it's kind of like a small camera. A small thingy there where the head attaches. Yeah, my camera has a skill issue, I totally agree. Yeah, it just kind of goes on like here. I probably can't see what I'm doing, but I feel like that's just kind of like the point of this stream. Like I'm just talking. And I'm doing something like, look what I'm doing, and you can't see what I'm doing at all, probably. That's the point, I guess. Because if you can't see what I'm doing, then you can't say I'm doing it wrong, right? Okay, we put some glue on the tree. And then we take the bat and position it properly in our hand. However that is. Then we put the bat tree part on the tree and get glue all over our fingers. Oh, you can't. There we go. I can't really see it because my fingers are in the way, but there we go. See, it's the bat on the tree. And glue on my fingers. I guess just like that. I guess. And then we take the face and we just jam it in there. I can't really see the rest of it. Actually, yeah, there we go. Wow, squee. I do not understand. Oh, like... I don't know. I take back my sigh of I think I understand and take it back to I have no fucking idea what I'm doing anymore. Okay, I think I have it. So like you see, we have like these two pieces of bat and they kind of have to come together like this. Ish. Pop. Like that. Ish. But yeah, like I spent most of like at the end of 2024 last year, hell yeah. At the end of 2024, I lost my job and had to move back across Europe. Had to move in with my mom as an emergency. And then ideally the plan was, okay, I'll just kind of like, you know, chill for a little bit, enjoy the end of 2024 with family, because I hadn't really seen them in a couple of years, more or less, to be honest. Apart from like the occasional visit. So it's kind of like, okay, I'll just kind of like chill for a bit and then apply for some jobs and stuff like that. But then nothing really went to plan. And then I spent like the entirety of 2025 just a bit of a journey of self-discovery, but also rebuilding some bridges with family, to be honest. They are very rickety bridges still, but hey, at least there is a bridge now, I guess. Don't really want to go into further details about that. It is what it is. But it also meant that I basically ended up living with my mom for the entirety of 2025, apart from like 3 weeks ago when I finally moved out. Which of course was never really in the plans that was how things were supposed to turn out for 2025. But being a year of self-discovery, I also think I just did a lot of things to... It kind of felt like that, like the training arc you see in say animes and stuff. Like it doesn't really further the plot line, but it does kind of like set it up for being able to accomplish the things when it goes back to the main plot. So that's kind of what I've spent 2025 as, and it's been a rough year, to be honest. If also something. But like, it definitely took a lot of a toll on my mental health in a negative way, but also in regards to like my consistency, which was already very horrible in 2024. It just got even worse in 2025 because now I didn't have the freedom of just doing whatever I wanted whenever I want, because I was kind of living with someone else, so I couldn't just do whatever I wanted. Oh, I dropped the bounce set. But now that that's done and over with, because I have my own house or own flat now, well, that's security, the bat's hit, but it's getting on here somehow. There we go. Squee. So yeah, like that's just like consistency completely out the window throughout last year, even more so than it already was, because I didn't have the place for myself. And there's a cat up there. So I didn't have the place for myself, and I couldn't really do things when I wanted and stuff like that, which just made it even worse. And that's kind of like what I've been trying to catch back up on throughout like 2020, or well, throughout this last like throughout December. That now that I finally got my own place, and now that I'm kind of settling into this, and I also just kind of like moving. You always kind of need to like get comfortable with the new place and stuff like that. But I feel like that's over. I am comfortable where I live. I have most of the house set up, not the entirety, but most of it. So I'm ready for battle again, essentially, and that's what I'll be doing in 2026. Go to battle against my inner demons. And try to get some semblance of productivity back. Which then will be taking its form in regards to, say, streaming and actually creating a proper schedule, stuff like that. Creating more content in general, improving that. Basically just do whatever I want, do whatever I love to do, essentially. That is my goal for 2026. So yeah. But as you can see, we have one camera. Oh. 1, 2 camera. This one's very blurry apparently. Come on. There we go. And 3. Very cute, but also very fierce Feldbats. I think I've mispronounced their name like constantly. For my army of the undead. Huzzah! I don't know. In any case, look what I found. Sorry, the box is too big. Look at this big monstrosity that looks like a bat. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So that's what we'll be building next. Then we get this thingy. But I should know what these tools are called, but in my head, this is thingy, and this is thingy. Okay, everything's called thingy. That's how I know my tools. It's not even thingy 1 and thingy 2, it's just thingy and thingy. Sometimes this one is called snip though. But only if I feel like really differentiating the thingy. Behold my marvelous creations. They could squee. But yeah, I had my sushi, so that was lovely. And now I get to do, for the second year in a row, Warhammer build on stream with the coolest people in the world. The people who watch my stream. I completely get sidetracked and not know what the hell I'm actually doing. Right, so according to the image here, which is kind of like small and upside down for you, I have like this thingy, which is supposed to be like this way, and then I have like this thing, this thingy, I don't know what that is, which is supposed to go... I don't know. This thing is actually very spiky, like... Oh! Oh! Okay, I solved the issue. You see these two pieces? Camera. Camera? Anyway, they just had to do... Whoop. You get the point, it just had to go on top of like a thingy. I am so confused. Oh, you don't need to be afraid. I will not bite. I will be on my best behavior today. Which is also my worst, but close enough. Slander, I have not bitten you. Like, there's some leeway here. What we're supposed to do is that we kind of like get these two rib cages around, and then piece number 7 goes inside of the front ribs here. Somehow. Yeah, I'm allowed to tap into a bit of black magic. It's fine. It's fine. If you want to use the black magic to, like, you know, actually hold on to pieces, that will be a good use of them. If it isn't the consequence of my actions. Alright. It's another floor somewhere. Oh dear. That is not ideal. Hold, please. New Year's saved. I found the piece. Get the camera back on for you. There we go. This cheeky bugger. He decided to go on the floor. Like, I was trying to figure out which way it's supposed to, like, go. And I'm also trying to figure out how the fuck I even am supposed to get it on. Like, I dropped it again. Well, I kind of got glue on my fingers now and on the piece, so probably not gonna drop it again. It is what it is. Oh no. I think I may have put the number 7 spike the wrong way around. Look how it's kind of pointing into towards the other spike. Okay, it looks better now that it's actually pointing away from the other spike. How the fuck is this supposed to be assembled? I feel like I kind of like have the bats hit here, like squeezing at the nose, so kind of like assembled. And then I kind of like try to take the tongue and insert tongue, and then just kind of like collapses completely. And you can see that, but like, bleh, then it just collapses completely. I do not understand. Oh, I'm turning it upside down. Hang on. Okay, I kind of got something going here. Like, look, it's not like completely separating from itself right now. How am I supposed to glue this though? Does the skull get blurry just... So like, we kind of have after I assemble this, we kind of just have a hole at the top of the head here. Do I really just take this little piece and just put flop on top? I think I actually just do. The answer is yes, but no, apparently. Like it doesn't fit because it hits the neck spine. So I kind of like have to sandwich it in there alongside with the head. Somehow. Oh, I dropped it. So apparently you have to attach the skull cap before you attach the side of the face. Note to self in case you're ever going to do some bodybuilding. And then we just need the final part of the head. Which goes on like so. Wow. We need to press down the skull cap too. Press down the skull cap and everything, and then blah. Look at it, so beautiful. Very beautiful. I did not actually kiss it. Mostly because there's glue on it. Okay. Anyway. Oh. Look at it. It's very magnificent. Alright, let's see. So we need to add some... No! The head fell off! No! My baby! Very, very important. Alright, chat. Happy New Year. Oh, what a year 2025 was. Let's make sure that 2026 becomes even better for all of us. Cheers, my darlings, and thank you so much for all the support you have granted me throughout this year. Honestly, reaching the affiliate status here on Twitch was something I had hoped to achieve in the past 10 plus years. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much. But no, like reaching like 10 years ago or something like that, I wanted to get into content creation, wanted to start streaming. But I was just not in a place to do so. So there's a lot of fireworks going on right now, surprisingly. But I was just not in a place to do so, both like mentally, financially as well. In terms of still confidence, because YouTube was not really a thing back then, and showing my affiliates on the camera was terrifying. Didn't have the opportunities at home to do so either, or anything, like stream in general. And so I just waited. I could have done like a lot of things, like, you know, no cam, playthrough videos on YouTube, whatnot. I could have done stuff like that, but I was just too anxious to get started with anything. So when I started streaming a year and a half ago, it was a year and a half ago, right? Yeah, a year and a half ago. I did not anticipate to ever make it to affiliate status here on Twitch. And it is all thanks to you guys that I managed to reach this goal. So cheers for all of you for making this year, despite everything the year threw at me, making something very good happen this year. And you know what? We'll make it even better next year. Cheers. Love you guys. And the perfect kind of chill for you? Hell yeah. And that's the thing, I'm trying to be chill. Because I feel like there's a lot of streamers who are like, loud is fun. It's kind of like their mantra, so to speak. And I'm not saying that's wrong, loud can definitely be fun. But for me, it also just often gets, I don't know, overstimulating essentially. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just here to chill, and we just do our own thing. No expectations, just run headlong into things without thinking, and then we just chill. And sometimes we might run into a wall a couple of times, especially when we're playing like Souls-likes, but hey, we'll get through it. But no, I would definitely say like the past year, 2025, has been super chaotic for me. because my entire world was essentially just turned upside down. But it was also a year of self-discovery in a lot of ways, like self-discovery in regards to mental health and own capabilities, but also the year that I defined myself as, okay, this is actually a thing I want to do now. I want to stream. And well, that's what I'm doing. And I managed to reach one of my main goals, which was to hit affiliate, and it can only go up from there, right? We're already reaching a good point, and it can only continue to go up. So yeah, I am positive about 2026. I'm sure we will manifesting all the good things. We manifesting. I don't know, but yeah. I'm sure it will be a good year. And if not, we'll, I don't know, black magic and then turn it into a good year. Something like that. I don't know. In any case, enough sappy thanks talking, Thanksgiving or whatever. It is New Year's, not Thanksgiving, so onwards. We have a plan to build. But no, I have so many things I want to do in content creation. I think my primary thing is I want to do things that Little Xena did not have, like create that safe space for, well, for others to kind of get the thing I didn't have, which means, what the hell, bloody hell, second, sorry. So yeah, first of all, bloody hell. Second, to give a space where people are just allowed to be creative, allowed to have their interests and passions. Third, a place where people can just chill. Despite the bloody hell. People can just chill, be themselves, lift each other up. Help each other, like, oh hey, I love doing this thing, and other people are like, oh hell yeah, I love this thing too, and then they're like, oh I love this too, and then they kind of like build each other up in motivation, juggling in a sense, and that's what I want to hopefully be able to inspire someday. I know that I have people who give me that kind of inspiration in a lot of aspects. And I would just love to pay that forward in a sense. Create my own little community. Find... No, that's the fourth thing, if you... Third thing, if you do not count the bloody hell. But I think that's very important. But just to kind of like create that safe space for outcasts, so to speak. People like me. Outcasts. If you're not an outcast, you're still welcome, of course, but... But no, I mean, even just like... Even if that community is still very, very small... Oh, that's big boom. Even if that community is still very small, like, even just like... Doing this stream right here, right now. New Year's Eve. Big boom. New Year's Eve streaming. Even if you might not have a high view count, that doesn't matter. Just doing this, it fills me with a sense of purpose, a sense of motivation. And that is what I've been sorely needing for quite a few years, to be completely honest. So yeah, a sense of purpose. That is what I want to be able to give by streaming. A sense of purpose, a sense of motivation or inspiration. A sense of community. That is my goals. And of course also just kind of be that torch or candle, or whatever you want to call it, in the darkness. That's a big move. Anyway, that. Where were we? Yeah, that does feel right. Okay. So, we knocked the glue over. Pro tip, I am not certain I understand what the image is telling me. Again, yeah, it's the right piece I cut out. So we have like this thing, which is a weird mix between an ear and a kneecap, or a hip, which supposedly goes on here, but I just don't understand how. Wait. Oh. It toppled over. No. Oh no. Yeah, this is the outside of it, so it has to go like this direction, so it must be right wing, left wing? Something? So we add the glue. And then we say, become a winged beast. Now I am pushing it to the right place, I don't know. It feels right. Ah! No! Panic! Is the glue even hitting the right spot? I don't actually know. But it's not much of a butt, really. There's not really a whole lot of flesh on it. I would say it's skin and bones, but it doesn't even have any skin, so it's mostly just bones. Okay, and then the last wing, which goes surprisingly on the other side. Oh, I know. Huge shocker. And it goes on something like that. Oh, not entirely certain. Nope. First wing is not properly attached yet. Quite the opposite, in fact. Oh no! It's going apart! I heard it. How in the hell? What happened? What happened? I think I may have added a bit too much glue, that's why it's kind of not doing the thing. The thing that's kind of confusing me here is that inside of like the wing hole, or the joint is what you would call it if you knew words, there's kind of like an indentation, but it's not a matching indentation on the wing, which is a bit weird. Unless we kind of like put it like, wait, have I mixed the wings up? I may have put the wing on the wrong side. Well, no wonder it didn't want to stick properly. Right, so this wing is supposed to go on this side. Oh, that fits so much better. Oh, who would have thunk? Yeah, I kinda hate having wings on the wrong side too. Makes you all grumpy. Just a small hiccup. We're fine, we're fine. Also, Happy New Year to those in the UK, and I think Portugal as well, and Ireland. Hap hap! Yeah, have a weird bat creature with wings. May it bring you fortune in the new year. Have I ever put my wings on the wrong side? Yeah, it's such a bad start of the day. Like, you have to untangle your wings, and then you have to like unflap them proper, and it just makes you in such a sour mood. We have done it, chat. We have done it. Behold! A cute bat creature thing. It is very, very cute. Very cute. Pet, 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 pet. Very spiky. Do not pet.